Now you are live. Let me make the room. 7, 18, I think 4. 4 will be fine. Just a minute. Delete one. Can't forget this. Okay. So yeah, if you have if you get an invitation, please accept to go to the small rooms. If you don't, you'll be here with me in the main room. Okay. So that's it. See you guys soon. So, Vanessa, I don't know. Henrique, did you introduce? Can you introduce yourself again, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm Henrique. I'm from Bahia, from a city called Feira de Santana, it's close to Salvador. I'm 25 years old. I work as a software engineer, and I want to join TALKNTALK because I want to keep my fluency in English and also learn new things. I felt like my grammar is not that good as my speaking or reading or listening. So those are the things that I want to improve here.
That's great. So can you answer the second question? Would you rather live in a country with a low cost of living, but horrible weather, or live in a country with a high cost of living and amazing weather, and why?
I'd like to live in a country with high cost of living and amazing weather because personally, when I'm like in bad weather, I'm very depressed. I don't like to be on a place where it's too hot or too cold. Mm-hmm. So I would say, like, even though I'm living in a city that is low cost, I'm not going to enjoy that because I'm depressed or I'm sad because of the weather or don't want to do anything because of the weather. So to me, having an amazing weather is a better option. So because I can live better and even, I don't know, work more because since it's a high cost of living, I can work more and it's easy to me, I would say.
Great. Melissa, hi.
Hi, hello.
Hello, can you introduce yourself and answer the second question, please?
Just a second, because I wasn't able to access. I've been waiting since 9, I've been waiting to be accepted.
Really?
Yes, I was here, but I didn't have access. I was waiting and just now it accepted me. I'm a little lost.
No problem. Do you have the questions on the chat?
Yes. Would you rather live in a country with a low cost of living, but horrible weather, or live in a country with a high cost of living and amazing weather? Why?
Your face, like, okay.
I think what matters to me is if the country is good. Regardless the costs and the weather, I think we have to look to see if the quality of life is good, the conditions of the country is good, if the values of the people of this country are good, you know, values, culture, respect, quality of life. Of course, usually the best countries have higher costs of life, and usually these countries have also terrible weather. You know, so I think I prefer the terrible weather but good quality of life.
As a person who lived in a country with a horrible weather, I would prefer living a high cost of living and amazing weather, because it's already a high cost of living and bad weather. So
no, this is the last option. Here we have low cost. Low cost and horrible. I got it switched. I changed it to the horrible and good weather. No, it's horrible. No. So that's easy. Yes, that's my choice too, for sure. That's my choice too.
Claudio, do you have an invitation to go to the room 4?
Oh, good morning, everyone. My connection down and come back to this meeting.
Okay, I will set you again. Bruna, can you present yourself and answer the second question, please?
Of course. Hello, guys. I'm Bruna. I live in São Paulo. I work as a teacher. I've been attending TNT meetings since the beginning of September last year, and it's always a pleasure to be here with you all. And this question is kind of hard, right? We have many would rather questions, and I really can't decide. It's really hard for me to make decisions. So let me see. I think I would choose a high cost of living and amazing weather, just like we were saying, Atamis was saying, I live in São Paulo and it's a high cost of living. And I wouldn't say I think the weather is amazing. I know sometimes it rains and it changes a lot the weather on the same day, but I like it. And I think I would stay with this one.
And you, Mateus? What about you?
Hi, do I have to introduce myself? Or
Yeah,
just
sure.
Okay. So my name is Mateus. I live in Brasilia. I am 22 and I am a student. And so I think I would choose the second option because I think a horrible weather is dangerous, because it's like tornadoes, and so I think that's dangerous. So I prefer amazing weather with a high cost of living. And a high cost of living would not be a big problem, because I like to save money. So I would try to save more money as possible because of that cost of living. And I think that's it. I prefer the second option because I think it's not dangerous, and I like to save money, so I would try to spend as less as possible.
That's great. We start with that easy one. If you look at the other questions, you see it's not that easy to choose. Isabel, what about you?
My internet is not so good. It's not good, but I try to give my best to speak. So I agree with all of us. I prefer a high cost of living and good weather because I think I moved now Angola from Azerbaijan. In here, the weather is too much. Now it's snowing, so and the cost of living is not too high. But I also prefer Angola because here I'm depressed because I can't go out. The weather is not fine at all. So for me, the weather is very important to live.
Yeah, as a Brazilian, I agree with you, because like today is sunny, but it's 3 degrees outside. So, and at night is like -4, -5 is like, it's depressing. So, and no, I prefer like high cost and good weather. So the third question is, would you rather be smart but a total jerk, or really sweet but really dumb, and why? Let's start with Bruno.
Gosh, I think being I don't know what would be this concept of dumb, because I know we have many types of intelligences. So maybe this person could be not that intelligent when it comes to academic things, maybe, but they can have other types of intelligences. So being smart, like having knowledge and like academic things, it can make you a jerk if you don't know how to deal with all this amount of information. So I would choose be really sweet but dumb with other types of intelligences, maybe. That's it.
I like it. I like it. That's my choice as well. I prefer, because I think sweetness, it's kind of knowledge. It's not for me, it's not easy to be sweet all the time.
Yeah.
So it's easier to be a jerk when you think you are smarter. So yeah. And you, Melissa?
I totally agree with you. Sweetness is a kind of intelligence, and it's hard to be sweet. It's easier to be a jerk. And as Bruno said, there are different types of intelligence. So sometimes you are kind of dumb regarding something, but if you are sweet, open, have your heart at the right place, you may have help, you receive help from others to be able to learn and achieve what you need, So I prefer, I'd rather be sweet and dumb. Okay.
Great, I loved your answer. Henrique, what about you?
At first, I thought it was a tough one, but just thinking about it, I think I would rather be really sweet and dumb, because I don't think people are dumb. They just learn at a different pace, and I would try to leverage that to, I know, learn new things and work hard to learn new things. But I would prefer to be a really sweet person, a really nice person to others, because this is the way that I want to be treated by different people as well.
I like sweet people here. Beautiful. Isabel? Your turn.
I didn't understand what is jerk.
It's a not good person. The person who treats the others with like in a bad way. I don't want to see a bad word.
Okay. Okay, I understand.
Someone that is not polite, I would say.
Okay. Nobody wants to be jerk. I prefer be sweet and dumb, because being dumb, you will not be dumb forever. You can learn. No one is dumb. I don't think someone is dumb. So you can learn with time the things that you think are relevant for you. So I prefer be sweet.
Great. I love it, this conversation. It's more than I expected, because it looks like he said, it looks very hard and say, I want to be smart, I don't want to be dumb. But when you think a little bit better, you see the other ways to get around. That's the exercise. Get around the how can I say the forgot the name, like the common sense, common sense. Mateus, what about you?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. I choose the second option. I think when you are sweet, people like you, so you're gonna have more friends. You're gonna have better relationships. And when you are a jerk, people would hate you, and I don't want to be hated by people. So I think it's better to be sweet and dumb.
I think hate and rage, it's a kind of love sometimes. I have some hates on my Instagram now. I love it. And they engage my posts. Anyway, if you want to be my hater, be free. Feel free to do it. The fourth one, would you rather be loved or have infinite money? I asked my husband about this one. He said to be loved. And I said, why? He said, because people can give me money. They love me. So I agree with that. So I want to be loved for the same reason. And you, Mateus?
I agree with your husband. I think, and when you're loved by someone who is rich, so you're gonna be loved and rich. But I think being loved is the best option, because as people say, money doesn't bring happiness, but being loved brings happiness. So I choose being loved.
That reminds me when a grandma give you money, like hiding, like passing you some drug or something. It's a kind of love, isn't it? Like come here, and go
Come
to that,
here.
and give you like money and as something wrong. But it's a form of love. Henrique, what about you?
I think when we think about what does it mean to be loved, for me comes two ways, like loved by some relative person, like a parent or a romantic relationship, or like be famous. So when you're famous, you're loved by a lot of people. But to me, I would go with infinite money, because trying to be a little bit more rational here, life is too hard already. And the one thing that one of the things that makes life easier is money. And I personally, I think I wouldn't mind to be loved because of my money. So, and also when you think about it, apart from your parents, I would say, or someone who's really close to you, people tend to love you because you can like give to them something. And so I already know a lot of cases where people start to love because of of someone's money. So I don't know. I'll try to be a little bit different on this one and see where it leads me.
It's a good point of view. But the choice is, or you have money or you be loved.
Infinite money.
Like, okay. Bruna, what about you? Okay, go ahead, Henrique.
No, just gonna say that I already have love, and I really like that. But I would.
But you lose
I'm
if you have
curious.
infinite money. That's
Yeah,
the choice.
I'm curious about how is life on the other side.
No, he loved himself.
Yeah, I can do that also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He doesn't need other people love.
Is it
That's a
enough?
good one. I
Is
didn't
it
thought about
enough?
that one. That
I
makes
don't know.
easy to me. I go with money 100%.
I don't know. It's of course we need to love ourselves, but is it enough? Like it's good to have people who care about us around us. So that's the reason I think I would choose be loved. Money comes and goes. I don't know. But I think having people who support you around you, it's something good, maybe bad. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's my answer.
That's one's hard. I used to think like caring and love is the same thing, but I was reading Bell Hooks. It's she said it's not the same thing, and I agree with her.
I'm reading that book all about love. Is it this one?
Yeah, she has a. I didn't read the book. I read like some parts of her thoughts. So yeah, it makes me wonder a lot of. I don't know anymore if love is caring. I relate it. I associate one thing to the other, but I really don't know. Melissa, what about you?
At this one, I didn't have any doubt. I choose love for sure. I agree with your opinions, and I think when you have love, when you have people around you that love you, you have support, so you are stronger to make money, to pursue what you need, and you feel more secure, supported, so you have strength to go after what you want, to make money, to be successful, to fight, to struggle, to study. So I choose love.
I choose love because people can give me money because they love me.
This is, I love this answer. I love it. And I totally agree with him. If you love someone very much, you give, like you said, the grammar,
Yeah.
giving you those little tips, or money.
Yeah, tips.
It's a gesture of love.
I saw on Twitter like a month ago, someone say my grandma is asking for my Pix. What's your name? What's your Pix number to send yours some money? Like, but she like give like a hidden pen and a piece of paper to write the Pix number. I love it. It's a grandma with technology. I love it. Love it. The first two questions more practical, more how can I say, more physical things. Would you never have shower or never brush your teeth, and why? Isabel, you first.
Why me? I don't know. I really don't know what to do. So I think I prefer don't brush my teeth. Yeah, because we are women, so sometimes we have a period and we can stay without take shower.
You're completely right. I can't imagine my life without shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Henrique, what about you?
I would prefer never had to brush my teeth because it's even though I really like the feeling afterwards is a tedious process, I would say.
So you prefer living your life with a cat breath forever than not have a shower?
I'm a little bit optimistic on this one because I think that if you never had a shower, maybe you don't need to have a shower, or if you never brush your teeth, maybe you don't need to brush your teeth.
You think like your body, you work,
yeah,
like in a way they can get rid of the smell.
Yes, exactly. But I'm just being.
I never seen happening, but maybe you're right. Melissa, what about you?
I'm sure living without both is terrible, but I would choose not having or taking a shower, because I can't live without brushing my teeth. You know, every meal I brush my teeth, and I don't want to go to the dentist all the time to treat cavities. I know they hurt a lot. I heard they hurt a lot. So I can feel my teeth dirty, and my mouth is all full of bacteria. The feeling is horrible for me. I think in an extreme condition, I think I could stand a few days without shower, but without brushing my teeth, for me it's impossible, because I can't live with all those dirty, and I know I didn't clean my mouth, and the breath, the cavities, and all the conditions. I think that teeth are very important to us, and I can push a little further the shower. We can use some tissues. I don't know, we can try something, but the teeth for me are too important, very important.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really
It's horrible.
Hard. It's like.
But if I have to stay one day, I can.
No,
sorry.
It's like never or never.
I never stop.
Never.
But the teeth, I think that the teeth prevail.
Oh gosh, this is really hard. I think I will go with Isabel about the shower. Maybe I would rather never brush my teeth, and I will, because I think we need to have showers, you know, just like she said, because of periods and everything. And I was thinking here, maybe if I can't brush my teeth, I can choose something, maybe gun, to let it cleaner. I don't know if it helps. Just like Mel said, it may give me I forgot how to say it. Cavities, right? Cavities. So yeah, I would go with shower. I would rather never brush my teeth though.
We are very Brazilian. We like showers. Mateus, what about you?
I think I choose never brush my teeth, because I can go to the dentist so he can fix my teeth, because it's it's dirty. So, and I cannot imagine my life without having shower, because I don't like to be sweaty. I don't like the feeling of dirtiness. I don't like my body to be dirty. So I prefer having showers and not have brushing my teeth.
Yeah, I thought a lot about this one, and I said I'm like Melissa. I had problems too because I was brushing too much and cleaning too much my teeth, and I was like, I don't know how to say it, like rubbing with I use the brush like 10 times a day, more the floors, and I use I don't know how to say this, gas to clean one by one. So now I'm fine. I use just a gas once or twice a week, not every day anymore. But I thought, like, I can't live without shower. I can use the floss, the dental floss, and they can use the thing to clean my. I don't need to brush, so that's my solution. I think, and mouth washing, I think the name is like that. The thing is not that good, but there are other ways without brushing. But without shower, maybe you can have a bath instead of shower. Thanks. So, yeah. The next one I related as well, like, would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies or trapped in a horror movie with your friends, and why? Isabel, you laughed?
Well,
Go ahead.
I didn't understand the questions.
Like in a movie, you prefer to be like trapped. I don't know what the other word to this, like you can't escape of this movie, from this movie. And would be a romantic comedy with your enemies, people you don't like, your enemies, or
Okay.
in a horror movie with your friends. You have these two options.
Okay. I prefer stay in a horror movie with my friends. Yes. Because I think it's kind of funny when you are with your friends. So you will not realize as much the horror in the movie. So I think it's much funny. It's much better. Be with your friends.
Okay. I don't know. I really don't know yet. Melissa, what about you?
I think I agree with Isabella. If you are with your friends, with people that support you, care about you, you don't realize very much you are in the middle of a horror or terrible environment. You feel safer and more comfortable. So I choose the horror movie.
Okay, I would like to be friends of you guys. Because I feel protected. Henrique, what about you?
Even though I really like romantic comedies, I think that is the perfect place to make your enemies your allies or your friends. I would go with horror movies. I would prefer to be trapped in a horror movie with my friends because horror movies are very predictable. So I would definitely join my friends in a way that I would try to make the villain fear us instead of we become afraid of the villain. So to me that's funny. So I would go with that option.
I have a comment, but I will do in the end. I will make it because I'm just putting the answers together to see how would work this horror movie to us. Bruna.
Would we be like the actors, like the people, or just like watching the movie?
No, you be inside the movie, like
Inside.
a
Inside
character. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can change roles and our enemy can become our friends or have something like that, try to reach an agreement and become friends. But because usually when we're talking about horror movies, many people die, right? It's too dramatic. So I will say the opposite and say that I will choose a romantic comedy with my enemies.
Yeah. I'm saving my comments to the end. Mateus, what about you?
I agree. I think it's better to be in a romantic comedy because in a horror movie, the monster or the ghost will kill me and kill my friends. So and I don't want to be killed. I don't want my friends dead. So I think it's better to be in a romantic comedy, and I don't have enemies, so I would be alone in that romantic comedy. So I think it's better.
Yeah, that's great. I choose the romantic comedy as well because, as Bruno said, or I think, and Mateus, we can become friends or allies. So I've never been killed in a romantic comedy. So, and in the horror film, everybody here choose to be dumb and sweet. That's the first person who dies in the horror films, the sweetest. So who would die? So I don't want to be in the horror film with the friends. And sometimes harsh moments make your friends become your enemies. So I would go with the romantic comedy. That's for sure. No, I don't want to see my friends die. I don't want to die at first. Like, I would die for you because I'm sweet and dumb. No, thank you. I prefer the other one. Let's see. The ninth question. I skipped to the ninth question. Would you rather lose the ability to cry or cry every day for 20 minutes randomly?
I think she's frozen.
She frozen.
Okay,
Yes.
so I will try to, yeah, so I will try to guide them. So Mel, can you start? Which one would you choose?
I'd rather lose the ability to cry because I don't like crying. The feeling of crying straight for 20 minutes, I think it's tough. I feel bad when I cry. My body feels aching, and it's not a good feeling. It's tiring. It makes you feel worn. So I don't choose to lose the ability to cry.
And you, Henrique?
To me, that's easy. I will prefer to lose the ability to cry because I already cry every single day. If every time I'm young, I cry, and every time I laugh a lot, I cry. So, and I don't like that. So, I'll totally like remove this from my life without any doubt.
So for you, would be an advantage. Stop crying randomly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's new for me. Okay. Bruna, what about you?
Yeah, I don't cry very often. So I think I will choose lose the ability. It's not because I don't get emotional. It's just because that's how I am. So yeah, maybe it wouldn't change that much if I had the chance to lose the ability. That's it.
Why I cry so much? Everybody says, I don't cry, I don't like to cry. I like to cry.
And it's okay, right?
Yeah, it's okay for me. It's for me. When I cry, it's like I don't like to cry like when I like for many hours or like, but I feel free of some feeling I'm holding. I don't know. I kind of like, sometimes I put songs just to put songs on just to cry. So that's, maybe I should lose the ability. I cry too much. Isabel, what about you?
I think crying is not something important in our life. So I will choose the ability to lose the ability to cry. Because wasting 20 minutes crying randomly in your life, I think is wasting time. So I prefer to lose the ability to cry.
Okay, that's easy. I thought it would be hard, but it's not. Mateus, what about you? Tell me something.
Well, I choose the first option. I prefer losing the ability to cry. I don't like to cry, so it would be better to lose this ability. And I think the ability to cry is only important for actors and actresses, because when they are acting, they sometimes have to cry. So I think they would choose the second option. But I choose the first because I am not an actor.
Okay, I have no comments about this. Just let the same question. Would you rather be the ugliest person in the world or smell the worst? And why? Let me see. I start with Bruno.
Can I start?
Yeah, you can start. Yeah, sure.
I prefer be the ugly one because maybe I can support ugly people, but I can support people that don't smell good. So I prefer be the ugly one.
Okay, sorry. You would never be, and I'll stop saying this about English people. So forget about it. Bruna, and you.
I always think of the concept of ugliness, you know. What is the, like, according to which point of view you're saying you're ugly? Because like we have all these standards, you know, and it's more beautiful if you're blonde, if you have blue eyes, and as you say, Artemis, British people are not beautiful. You always say it, and they follow these patterns, and I don't know, I would go with the ugliest person in the world. And yeah, because if you smell bad, like, people don't want to be around you. So
Yeah.
so I would choose the first option.
And you, Henrique, would you be the ugliest or smell the worst?
I don't. I hope my girlfriend doesn't listen to me talking that, but I prefer to be the smell the worst in the room, because today we can use perfume, we can use deodorant, we can use a lot of things to try to smell good. And because I think the advantages of not being ugly are higher than the disadvantage of smell worse. So I would say that.
Okay, Melissa, what about you?
I'd rather be the ugliest, because when you smell a person who smells, usually those things like deodorant, perfume, they don't work. And sometimes they make the situation worse, even worse, because you mix sweat with the smell of the perfume, and it gets something horrible. So if you smell, those things don't work. And even if you take a shower, a bath, or anything, usually this kind of people still smell, you know. So I prefer to be the ugliest. And as Bruno said, to be ugly is a matter of concept, standards, you know. So I think ugly, for sure, ugly, to be the ugliest.
Yeah, I go with you. I prefer to be the ugliest. Because, of course, if you are the ugliest, it's because there is a concept of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
That's, of course, that you are the
Yeah.
ugliest. But I can't deal with a bad smell.
Yeah,
I can't.
Me neither. Yes.
It's impossible. I prefer to lose the ability to smell things. Okay, Vanessa, how's the conversation for you?
It's great.
How-
I like to conversation with Isabella and Lily. And the question is a very challenging.
What is the worst? Sorry.
The worst.
Yeah.
Let me remember. Have more the one, but the worst I think is three questions. Is it choosing a smart buddy jerk or sweetie buddy dump?
Really, here in the main room was the one of the easiest. What did you choose?
I chose to be smart but total jerk. And I think
anyone else choose this one to be a jerk and smart?
In our room, I think all of us.
Please raise your hand. Who chose that? Really? Nobody chose this. It's interesting.
Oh my God.
But
we discussing the real life is we are all of us is a mix of them. So smart, and one day you are a jerk, also another day you're more sweetie, but in the room or we are sweeties, sweetie girls.
That's great. Isabella, why did you choose be a jerk and smart, not dumb and sweet?
No, I choose be sweet and dumb.
No, Isabella, sorry. Isabella Halbreak, I don't know how to say that.
I'm sorry.
No problem, say Isabella.
Mm-hmm.
My pronunciation.
Okay, I choose to be smart and jerk, whether be sweet and dumb, because when you're this combination, it's more like both two people respect you and treat you really bad and use these qualities that you have to, get advantage of you. But when you're smart and jerky, you can protect yourself, even be an asshole, but yeah, I prefer to be smart and jerky.
Yeah, here in the main room, everybody chooses to be dumb and sweet, because we agreed that sweetness is a kind of intelligence. And when you're dumb, you can learn things and become intelligent. And so, but I agree with you as well. Like when you can protect yourself when you are a jerk. Sometimes you protect yourself too much and you be alone. So I prefer to be done with and love it. And then
yeah, that's why I think that's the most difficult question, because you don't have a neutral point where you have the equilibrium. But in real life, things are completely different, and you understand that. That's why these questions are very difficult.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a lose-lose situation. You lose something. Like that's a win-win situation. That's a lose-lose situation. So, but I love it. Nondas, can you answer the last question? Would you rather have no taste or be colorblind? And why?
Be colorblind, for sure. If you are be colorblind, you can use glasses or something like, but if you have no taste, you have a boring life, you have no experience, and it's not the option. It's not an option for me, for course, and I prefer the second option.
I do too. I prefer the be colorblind if I know the colors. Like today I have to be or no taste or colorblind. I would be colorblind. But anyone else would be? Who would be colorblind?
Me too. Because I think you can see black and white, so it's enough.
You can see, yeah. Who chose have no taste? Please.
Our class don't get there. We answered, I think, until the question number 8. So, but I prefer maybe don't smell. I don't know. Don't taste, I guess. Or smell. Don't taste. Okay.
But that's taste is taste for anything. You don't have taste for music. You don't have taste like you are very, I'm gonna say, cheesy, cheesy person. Muito cafona. I'm sorry. So I have no taste in life for people, for friends.
I don't know. Maybe colorblind. I guess colorblind.
That's great. Guys, thank you very much. It was really fun. I learned a lot with you, like the point of views. I really enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Hope to see you again next week. And that's it. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Was great.
Bye.
Bye.